This video covers the review for section C2, Systems of Linear Equations in Three Variables. Number 1, find the quadratic function that contains the points 1, -3, 2, -6, and -2, -18. A quadratic function takes on the form f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. To determine the quadratic function, we need to find a, b, and c. We know that f of 1 is -3. So by plugging in x equal to 1, we get a times 1 squared plus b times 1 plus c equals -3. When working the exponents, that tells us a plus b plus c is equal to -3. The second ordered pair says f of 2 is -6. So that says that a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c equals -6. 2 squared is 4. 2b plus c equals -6. And the third point tells us that f of -2 is -18. And this tells us that a times -2 squared plus b times -2 plus c is -18. -2 squared is 4. -2 times b is -2b plus c is -18. So this becomes our 3x3 or system of linear equations in three variables that we need to solve. I label the second equation equation 2 and the first one equation 1. And we're going to take the second equation and add to it the opposite of equation 1. And the reasoning for doing that is because each of these equations have a c on them. And so if I put a negative in front of them and add them, it'll cancel the c's. Equation 2 will stay the same, 4a plus 2b plus c is -6. Second equation, now we're taking the opposite, a minus b minus c equals 3. The positive a turns negative, the positive b turns negative, the positive c is negative, and the -3 turns positive. So we add those together and get 4a minus a is 3a, 2b minus b, which is b, and c minus c, which is 0. And that's why we did the E2 minus E1. Finally, -6 plus 3 is -3. We will keep track of this equation. We will need this in the second step. Now what we do to get our second equation for the second step is we do E3 minus E1, or E3 plus -E1. Equation 3 is 4a minus 2b plus c equals -18. Minus equation 1 is -a minus b minus c equals 3. Adding those together, 4a minus a is 3a, -2b minus b is -3b, c minus c is 0, and -18 plus 3 is -15. These two become our new system of equations, which is a 2x2, 3a plus b equals -3, and 3a minus 3b is negative 15. Now we solve this one for a and b. My second equation, they're all multiples of 3. So multiply that one through by 1/3 and we'll get a minus b is negative 5. First equation is 3a plus b is negative 3. And now we have these plus b and minus b's. We add those two equations together and we get 4a is negative 8. That looks like a nice answer. A equals negative 2. So I'll keep track of that. Now we have to find b. And so we use the equation a minus b is negative 5. I could have used 3a plus b is negative 3. I could have used 3a minus 3b equals negative 15. The easiest of these is a minus b is negative 5. So I write negative 2 minus b is negative 5. And I add 2 to both sides. And that tells me negative b is negative 3, or b is positive 3. Now we have to find c. We go back to equation 1, which says a plus b plus c is negative 3. A is negative 2, b is 3. In order to find c, negative 2 plus 3 is 1. Subtracting 1 from both sides, and I get c equals negative 4. So we go back to the original quadratic function, and f of x is ax squared plus bx plus c, and a is negative 2, b is 3, and c is negative 4. That should be my answer, but I just want to check. F of 1 is negative 2 times 1 squared plus 3 times 1 minus 4. That's negative 2 plus 3 minus 4, which is negative 3. Check. F of 2 should be negative 6, and that's negative 2 times 2 squared plus 3 times 2 minus 4, which is 4 times negative 2, negative 8, plus 6 minus 4, which is negative 6. F of negative 2 is negative 2 times negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 minus 4. Negative 2 squared is 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Minus 6 is negative 14. Minus 4 is negative 18, and so that works. Now I can circle my answer and be confident that that's the correct answer. This concludes the video for the review for section C2.